Shavers, how the hell you all been? Welcome to another edition of Cutting with Kearnz. Today, I'm going to be trying out something I got from my man Eric up in New Hampshire. The club's the Big Top. We've also got the matching splash. And we'll be shaving today with the Gold Dollar Sheffield. Took a while to come in. Found it on Amazon, and you know, one of those shipping from China things that takes, 6 weeks, maybe, something like that. So, and I'm going to be using the SMG Soaps 24mm Golden Cypress, or Big Cypress knot. I've already got it loaded, so just give me 1 second to wet the face and go to my trusty pre-game, the PAA Cube. So I hope you guys are all doing well. It seems the pandemic is causing some more shutdowns again. So I guess more to follow on that. There's a chance my kids might be going to remote learning again, which is both aggravating to me and to them. I mean, if there's any advantage, it means that I don't have to get up early to go to the gym. But aside from that, there's not a whole lot of upsides to your kids being home all the time other than the time you get to spend with them. So, I mean, they need that interaction, or they want that interaction. Not to mention, this is a household full of wrestlers, and my kids are going nuts that they might not have a wrestling season. I know my daughter, yes, my daughter, is irate that she's almost guaranteedly not going to have a season this year. So, a little frustrating. By the way, we're leaving the mustache alone today. Had a little irritation on that earlier this week, so I'm not going to push matters. I'm off for 5 days, so I can kind of shave if and when I want to. So, get this party started. Now, Eric had told me that this stuff had caused some skin irritation, which is why I did the bowl lather. So I'm just going to be painting this stuff on, and we'll see if it challenges the cube menthol effect. If it doesn't, then the next time I use this, I can probably get away with a little less menthol, but if you guys get close enough, you can probably see the tears are already starting. So we're just making sure our soap's adequately hydrated. So like I said, I'm off for 5 days, so I get to spend some time with the kiddos. Mainly the little guy, who I pretty much see every single day before I go to work, but he and I had a pretty good time today, chasing him all over the house. So he's 9 months. He is just about to start walking, and he's somehow figured out that if he shakes the baby gates enough, the gate door will swing open. And so now I have the concern of him pushing on that and going down the steps. So, I mean, he can go up steps just fine, obviously. I have to chase him upstairs quite a bit, but if he gets upstairs, I don't have to worry about him anymore, because he won't come to the steps. The steps that we have that go down, since this is a split level home, he will sit and shake it like he's a little prisoner, and the gate will swing open. So, yeah. And seeing as how I'm not working, I'm not going to be going nuts chasing a BVS shave, but any of the hard to get to spots, I will be going to my DE razor just to make sure that I'm not too prickly or anything else, because if I go 2 days, it's a little bit harder to shave. So it's just easier most of the time to do every 24 hours. So at any rate, I put about 200 laps on this, seeing as how it came from China, and I wasn't sure what to expect. And I mean, the last gold dollar I got from Wet Shaving Products, and it was on point. So, and I mean, this one looks like it. I guess we'll find out what kind of edge it has here in just a second. So, here we go. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to put the alum block on my hands. A little bit slippery. I mean, this razor looks nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Sheffield style, the barber's notch on them. But this one, if you look close enough at it, has quite the wild point right about there, which I hope that it doesn't bite me. I guess we'll see. Huh. Quite the edge on this bad boy. Nice. Looks like this thing opened up a little pimple that I had there, so I need to move this case. So, any of you guys have any big plans for the weekend? Doing anything fun? It's been pouring down rain here all damn day, and it's probably been in the mid-40s, so there's not a damn thing that I can do. I have a few little things that I need to get done. Need to move a wood pile. Need to get a wood pile moved, and I need to take care of a missing chunk in my sidewalk that I gotta probably fill in with some gravel or bricks, so for the winter, because we didn't have time to get it re-cemented before the weather got too cold for it to set up. Just gonna switch hands. I'm definitely not gonna go nuts on an angle like that. Alright. Not bad for a first pass. Grab the Parker real quick and see if there's any little spots that I just missed with the straight. Alright, cool. So, get lathered back up and go for the against the grain pass. And, you know, seeing as how I don't have to work and I'm not required to work, I guess I missed one spot right there. Just the angle at which the razor was at. Yep, there we go. Seeing as how I don't have to wear a mask anywhere I'm going, I'm not going to be going nuts for a baby butt smooth shave. So, when I'm at work, I kind of have to. It's my OCD thing. It's not anybody but me. I wish I wasn't that way, but... And for anybody interested, this A&E or the club, this is the original Kaizen base. It's not the Kaizen 2, which is out now, which has beer and a few other odd end things thrown right on top of the original Kaizen base. So, I mean, I'm anxious to try it out at some point, but I mean, I'm happy with what I got for right now. So, at this point, I mean, I've gone through quite a bit of soap acquisitions, if you will, and I'm almost to the point where now I'm a little more obsessed with the razors and the brushes. So, I mean, I'm a pretty big vintage razor fan. I got this gold dollar Sheffield because I saw a decent price on it and I saw a lot of good reviews for it. So, I mean, as long as you understand it is what it is, I mean, it's cheaper steel, but as long as you take care of it, just like an older razor, it will do what you need it to do. So, this is a really dense knot, so getting it to splay doesn't exactly work the best. So it's just easiest to paint everything on. So we're just about there. Our dogs have been going nuts today because they haven't been able to go out near as much as they want to. They like going out and barking at the neighbor dogs from the other side of the fence. So, one of our dogs in particular, we have to put a bark collar on him, which if he barks 3 times in a row consecutively, then it beeps. And if he pushes it again, then he gets a little ping. He is smart enough to have learned that if he times his barks, he can keep doing what he wants to, which is what I'm hearing right now. So, second pass going against the grain. Need a little more alum love going on here. Fingers are slippery. You know, I try going over buffering, I guess, a few of those spots and just using a little more emphasis on a different part of the blade in order to try and get whatever stragglers might be there. So, if I am going over that, it's just me kind of relearning a technique because I was, for the longest time, I was fanning it out every which way I was doing my against the grain pass, whereas now I just kind of hold it like such on this side and like such on this side, and I got better line of sight and better manipulation for the blade. So, It's always the stuff right along the jawline that's been pretty difficult, and there we got another pimple from the other day. If anybody ever wondered why my channel's called Cutting with Kearnz, I know this point's where I'm gonna get tapped just a bit, like right in there. And I've said this before, a lot of what I've been doing lately has been just some trial and error as to how to, itchy nose. None of the guys that I follow on a routine basis that are regular straight razor shavers are doing basically everything that I need to do as far as cleaning up the whole face. So I kind of got to piece together who shaves their mustache, who doesn't, who shaves their chin, who doesn't, and then kind of weave all that shit together, because, and in no way am I calling out any beard shavers. You guys, you do you. That's the most important thing. That's what this is all about. My thoughts is just, I've got to try and piece together all of those techniques to make it work for me, because I like the whole face shave. So that's just me. I got way too much salt and pepper to even want to think about growing a beard, because I would look hideous with one. And being a military veteran, old habits die hard. Once you've been clean shaven for 10 straight years, it's kind of hard to just all of a sudden flip that switch. I know there are a lot of vets that do, just out of rebellion to it. I fit into the structure very well. I was clean shaven before I joined. The only thing I miss is the sideburns, but I can never bring myself to let them grow back the way they were. And now that I'm getting more and more and more gray here, I even have some white right over here that I keep thinking I'm missing shave soap when I'm done cleaning up. Alright. I got one. You know what? We'll get that with the across. No sense in pushing my luck. Things have gone pretty well so far. Knock on the wooden door. So, let's get rinsed up and go for pass number 3. Yeah, some of this is going to have to get the, because across the grain with the straight razor for me is still quite a task, so I'm just going to touch this so that I don't push too hard with the straight razor on the last pass. There we go. Alright. And the post shave on this A&E soaps is just amazing. I mean, if you look at the bowl, if I can get it focused in, look how creamy that shit is. And I've still got plenty left on here. I barely put any in here. But that's just the kind of lather that this stuff creates. So, and while I got it here, I might as well just use it. So we're just going to have a hell of a lot of cushion on patch number 3. So now this knot obviously does a lot of work too, but I want to try and make use of all of this, but at the same time painting it on, and I keep taking some away. Yeah, the post shave on this stuff is just awesome. Between this, I just recently got from Murphy and McNeil, I picked up some Holy Cow King of Bourbon, and this stuff smells awesome. It's post shave to it is just amazing. Between that and this, you know, you can't say enough good about the way some of these artisans are turning out soap and making it a better experience every time. Well, I guess we're going to go with that. Like I said, I'm going to leave the stash alone at least today. I might hit it tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, it didn't hurt yesterday when I shaved it, but at the same time, if I'm not going to be wearing a mask, there's no sense in aggravating a spot that had a little bit of irritation earlier this week. So let's get both of these lobes cleaned up. Get a little more finger treatment before we will get going. Looks like I just got an alert about Shave 326 just posted a new video, so I've got something to do later. The odd point on the end of this thing is what worries me about going through here. So not a whole lot of the barber's notch razors that I have a point quite like this one, so that's why I'm being just a little bit weary of it. So we got a little irritation on the chin, but not bad. That's pretty damn good. I mean, the minor work that I did with the DE is alright. Switch hands. I might have nicked myself with that point right there. And that's obviously me just not knowing the razor yet. I mean, obviously I cut myself all the time. But no fault of the razor. It's just, you know, a razor this big, I guess I'm used to having a little more weight to it, and this one is very light. So it's still just, you know, getting to know your equipment, so to speak. So we're calling that a damn good shave. Good enough. So, turn off the blade one last time. Take care of that after. Rinse up. So my trusty go-to is always the Thayer's Witch Hazel. Before the A&E aftershaves are so much, I guess, easier on your skin than a few of the more heavily alcohol-based ones. So you don't quite get the crazy burn. You get more of a real good feel sensation. So I don't worry. A few of these lately I've been using a unscented balm before the aftershave, and it has definitely helped, especially given some areas like here where I tend to get irritation quite a bit regardless of what kind of razor I use. So at any rate, shake up the matching splash. And another big thank you to Eric. Thanks. You're awesome. I was glad I hit you up that early on a Saturday morning and was able to get this stuff. The scent on this stuff is awesome. It reminds me of a carnival, and seeing as how our county fair was canceled this year, I am very happy that I was able to at least get a small fraction of that loving experience back. So guys, I gotta bounce. This video has been long enough. Keep the shaves clean, keep them wet. Later.